All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Load the Wagon. Load the Wagon Madden 2021 franchise draft series. Guests will come on to draft the team. We talk a little bit, have some fun. Then we simulate a year to see how their team does. So far, the best finish on this series is credited to Mike there in episode 10. He went 16-0 and won the Super Bowl. That's right, a perfect season. And right here, episode 15, we're tuned in with Derek Brown, a.k.a. D-Bro, and you can find his work over there at FTN, especially with the Fade the Chalk podcast alongside Adam Pfeiffer, where they have been talking and breaking down prospects here leading up to the 2021 draft, as well as been throwing out some best ball advice too. Thank you for coming on, and best of luck out here.
Hey man, thank you for having me. This is gonna be a blast. I told you before we kind of went live. It's been a minute since I've rolled with some Madden. I mean, I had 3 or 4 years ago. It's really been bandwidth of not having enough lifetime to play video games these days. But no, I used to be hardcore, like midnight pre-orders, the full nine. Way back when, huge. I was a huge Call of Duty guy for a long time.
Ooh. Yo, what's that favorite Call of Duty out there?
Oof. I mean, to be honest, I played online so much. I was way back in the days of Clan Wars and all kinds of stuff.
Like COD 4 and like Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Were you on the game battle? Were you on the game battles, like that online website where you like got like people to play competitive games and stuff?
Yeah, way back in the day. I mean, this is way before Twitch,
Oh, yeah.
way before esports became like a really big thing, or at least as big as it is now. And so, yeah, I used to a lot of 3 a.m. Caffeinated nights rocking brand new versions of Call of Duty. So, no, I mean, I'd love to be able to pick out, like, once it got to Advanced Warfare and stuff like that, and we got with jetpacks and all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, I was like, look, we're getting a little bit too Halo, baby. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, it's fine. I could still rack up some kills. My KD did go down a whole lot after that, but no, it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun.
So the boots on the ground type, and I feel you that. So before we kick it off here, just some reminders. During this draft, I can switch positions for you. So if you draft like a center, I could move them to left guard. Injuries are off, so you could draft anybody you want there if you have any biases towards injuries. And we'll get like about 30 picks. That's a solid draft there. And then following the draft, you could get one trade to kind of fix a hole if you feel so.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we'll kick off this draft. So it's a random order. So no one's ever got pick one so far here through it. And shout out Mike here. So let's kick off this draft and see how it goes. Pick 7. So how are you trying to build this? So don't forget, this is more like a redraft. This is a 1 year, some people come on for a second year. Mike came on because he was perfect game. He had to come back for a second season. So how are you going to attack this with your first pick? 7th? This might be one of the higher picks I've seen so far here.
I mean, I think it all begins and ends with the quarterback position, probably. At least for me,
That's
starting with the first round. Unless you've had
Just
a lot of
know,
other attack strategies here.
Just so you know, Tom Brady, so he's a 43-year-old superstar, while you compare him to Kyler Murray, who's a 23-year-old superstar. Age kind of matters a little bit. You might get Tom Brady there in the 9th and the 10th, maybe the 12th if you're lucky, but Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott are for sure going to go right now. Baker's early second, Justin's early second, because they're just the star. So it's kind of like a unique value system here in Madden.
Looks like it. I mean, I'm staring at ratings and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, Lord, that's interesting.
Yeah, Brady in 8th. I know Josh Allen. You could find him there late second. He's just a normal. So this draft class is not your Madden draft class. I uploaded from Marcus Whitman. He was formerly at PFF. He's currently with the NFL. He takes the time to upgrade rosters, at least the overall, to mimic a more real life overall, but he doesn't adjust the developmental traits, which matter a lot in drafting. But yeah, so that's just the breakdown of quarterbacks. You could for sure find someone like Brady later on.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine.
As Mike was saying, he wanted him in the...
Yeah, then I'll just wait on the position. I mean, I think...
Just so you know, I mean, you get your guy.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, to me, I think also catering to the system and ratings and stuff like that is really important too. So,
yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. Yep. I could go by position if you want, but here's just the overall grade, best player available. CMC, Donald, Kelsey, Mack, like Mack, I could move him to left end. Oh yeah, that's right. So for like the playbook, obviously it's going to matter. You want to fit the scheme because like a 3-4 linebacker will not fit like a Miles Jack, like zone coverage role. So the Saints defensive playbook, you probably know that being a fan, like, and then you see that purple square right there to Hopkins and then Jair Alexander. That means it's a scheme fit, just so you're aware when drafting.
Okay. I think staring at it,
by position, you want some cornerbacks, defensive line. I mean, if you want, I could answer some questions about what has worked more often than not, what hasn't.
I mean, really, looking at where we're going to probably land somewhere in the 7th right now, because that's overall correct what we're staring at right now. At least they're going to be somewhere.
Yeah, you're 7th pick in the first, so then it's just the late. Yeah, subtract 7 from 32, like the 25th pick in the second round or something like that. If that math adds up.
Yep. Yeah, definitely notice. So
quick math.
Kind of scroll down for me here a little bit. See anywhere from the 8 to mid-teens and stuff where we're sitting at. Okay.
So yeah, I think it tends to favor the superstar quarterbacks and then kind of defensive line, followed by like the top corners and safeties like a Derwin James, Jamal Adams, Jair Alexander, and all that stuff. And then you start seeing like the offensive linemen go late first, early seconds, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think we could definitely
defensive line.
Getting a premier edge rusher would be great, and honestly, I mean, I'll lean into your. I think I'll lean into your expertise. Where for Madden, what do they have loaded for the Saints as far as defensive system? Because I mean, honestly, they've rolled 4-3s, they've rolled 3-4s. I've seen they actually play a mix max of both coverages, depending on what years over the last two seasons.
Good question. So let me see. So here we go. It looks like they're base 4-3, it says. Okay. So defensive playbook. Yeah, a base 4-3 scheme that focused on pressure with a defensive line and then stopping the run at all costs.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean,
whatever that means to you. We got Jeff telling you pass rushers are dope. If that's where you want to go here,
I'll probably go premier,
suggest
like a premier pass. Yeah, premier edge. That's gonna.
So we got Donald, Bosa, probably the Bosas. If you want to go wild and maybe go for a rookie of the year, we hit up Chase Young. Nick Bosa, shout out to him. Hopefully he recovers well from the ACL. Myles Garrett's always dope, but then you're just looking at one of the best defensive players there in Aaron Donald in general.
Yeah,
because I can move him to defensive tackle if you want. You want to go back to
that's fair, but I mean, if I'm going to go edge here at this position, let's lock it up for a bunch of years. I think, screw it. Let's go Chase Young, man.
I like that. But don't forget, it is a one redraft thing. Okay, Chase Young it is?
Chase Young it is.
You think he's going to be the best? Wait, do you want me to hit A? I don't want to mess up this pick. We going Chase Young?
Hit it.
All right. So who do you think, actually, I've seen this a lot on Twitter. Who do you think is going to be the best player from the 2020 draft? So this previous, like current rookie or last year's rookie? Because my vote might be Chase Young as the best player from the draft.
I mean, when all said and done, comes down to when it's all said. Yeah, I mean, I could see Chase Young being in that conversation. We could see him over the next 3 to 5 seasons taking the mantle from Aaron Donald, just as like one of these guys that's literally a tone setter and opposing offenses have to worry about. I mean, you could honestly make a really shallow case for that even in his rookie season. I'm not saying it's the best case, but I mean, considering the impact that he had on that team, I mean, the cornerback unit for Washington wasn't fantastic. So they were absolutely predicated on the pass rush.
Yeah. Love Montez Sweat too.
Yeah.
But here we are. Good. Round 2 picked. Oh, it's the 26th. My math was kind of bad. Damn. Hey, I didn't take no math, man. That math was the hardest subject. Once you start throwing in like letters and stuff, I was done. All right. So you still want to build up the pass rush. We got the offensive line to counteract that. We got Elvin Kamara still here. We got Kelsey. It seems like you don't want to build with the age.
No, I mean, I think
quarterback.
Where are we sitting at with the quarterback right now?
I think when
Yeah.
Ian Hartitz came on, I think he took Tyreek in the first and then Allen in the second, I think. But just so you know, you could get an AJ Brown like 5th, 6th round just to keep it in your head.
Well, and I was fixing to say wide receivers. I'd rather take young ascending players. So I mean that's fine. I don't think we have to pay up for. We could get
Julio?
A really really young. No, I'm not going Julio. Let's go Allen. Because again, if I'm not going to go quarterback first round, I'm probably going to lean on it second round.
Gotcha.
I think we're going to build some cornerstones for the franchise here.
So going deep, and he's got that 99 throw power and 86 speed. That's pretty dope. Okay, so Josh Allen. So you're kind of like you're saying, your offensive defense, your cornerstone for that side of the ball. So now pick 3 or round 3, pick 7. Where are we going on this end? We still got Von Miller. We got Levante David. If you want impact year 1 players, I could search by age if you want. So CeeDee Lamb, Tristan Wirfs, Justin Jefferson, you know, are here. Akuda, if you're a defensive guy, Henderson. Dude, I mean, this draft is yours.
Where are we at for left tackles or at least tackles?
Good question. Trent Williams is probably a guy you're going to see go. Larry Tunsil probably goes. You could get a Garrett Bowles maybe round 6, round 7. You're at least getting, a Colton Miller in round 12. Mm-hmm. You know, he had a good year this year, a nice year with the Raiders. He got that extension. Humphreys, a solid year too. You could probably get him around 12, but again, it kind of always just falls down for Madden based on that developmental
early are you
tree.
Seeing a lot of the offensive line players go off the board usually?
Offensive line for sure goes. The good ones definitely the single digits, but like I said, you could get a Dwayne Brown like round 15 because he's a 35-year-old. Mm-hmm. But he's just a normal. But if you just want a 1-year kind of guy, that's for sure. Because Mike, when he had his perfect season, he lost Andrew Whitworth and Incognito, his left tackle, left guard, because they retired after the year. But he did win the Super Bowl, so it worked out. Laramie Tunsil, Trent Williams are probably the guys that you're going to see going soon. You know, Trent's 32, Tunsil's like 26, I think. Yeah, 26. I mean, Zach Martin just went. He's a 29-year-old right guard.
Where are we at as far as overalls?
Overalls? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Again, so someone like Von Miller, he's got that X factor. I can move him to left end if you want. Levante David, he's a superstar middle linebacker. I mean, you know how it goes out there. Do you prefer defense or offense?
For me, I think it's paying up for the premium positions. So, I mean, right now we've gotten quarterback, we've gotten premier edge, building
what you need, the 2 most important positions.
The hardest ones to fill. So I'm actually going to go Trent Williams here.
Trent Williams, dude. Nice. That's one of my favorite picks here so far.
Protect his blind side, man. Look, you can fill in guard positions, especially with some older players and stuff of that nature.
Yep.
Either this is going to be great or this is totally going to crash and burn, and I'm going to have the worst draft anybody's ever seen in the history of this podcast.
Well, just so you know, there's been 15 episodes. One I did with Steph where like we rebuilt the Giants, so I don't really count that one because it wasn't a fantasy. But out of all the drafts, only one person's been below 500.
Oh, good. Well, maybe I'll make 2. We'll see.
So we got some pressure here. We got some pressure. So 4th round here, pick 26. You got left tackle, and the Allen there, quarterback. If you want to sway away from the line, you might want to do that. The offensive line. It's the best season by Mike. He went like Donald, Von Miller. He just went defensive line attacking, and he won the Super Bowl. Troy won the Super Bowl. Shout out Troy King, and then Jeff Bell and Steven Johnson as well. So let's see if we're able to repeat that here. What are we doing then? You said cornerstone, so corner back maybe. We got Xavier Howard, Ward.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Howard probably a better impact.
They have Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, you could get like 12, dude.
Good
like
Lord.
10, 11.
I just can't believe he's actually 84. Has anybody have the people on Madden watched him play over the last 2 seasons?
Hey, Marcus Whitman, bring it up with him if you got a problem, but he does. He does a rookie draft too. The 2021 rookie draft as well. I don't know. Shout out Marcus Whitman. He makes my life easier here.
Tight end. How old is Howard? I'm blanking on how old Xavier Howard is.
I think
I
he's
want to
about
say
27, 28.
I want to say he's in prime.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
27.
fixing to say. Let's go
But
Howard here.
someone like Denzel Ward, just 4 years younger, I don't think he's a good tackler. Yeah, he's not a good tackler, according to
No,
this guy.
he's not. Looking at and plus, I'd be curious where they have his injury ratings. He's been decently banged up, at least during the short time in the NFL.
But remember, Unload the Wagon,
you have
injuries are off. So
yeah, you have injuries off.
So take Deshaun Jackson, take Jordan Reed, even though he just retired. It doesn't matter. We're out here drafting potentially, hopefully, a Super Bowl here. Xavier Howard, is that who you want?
Yep, let's go Howard.
All right. So Xavier Howard, you're pairing with Chase Young. That's kind of nice. That's nice. So here, fifth round, pick 7. Nick Boyle just went. I think he's a superstar in this game. It's kind of wild.
Wow, that is wild.
Just know that. See, AJ Brown, Metcalf are still here. Terry, you could still find that, late singles. I don't know what you call this, but Jesse Bates is probably going to go soon. Miles Jack, Darius Leonard, Eddie Jackson will be there in the 7th, maybe, depending. What are we feeling here? You got your tackle, you got Josh Allen. If you want a refresher on your team, if I'm scrolling too fast, let me know. I keep forgetting it's got to register to the computer to you. But here's your team so far: Trent Williams, Howard, Young, Allen.
Okay. Kick us back to overall. See where we stand as far as who's at the top of the board here.
Yep. So we got McCourty, Waller, Andrews. I mean, you don't need a tight end, but it's cool to pick guys because we all know their names, especially in the fantasy side. Like I said, Jesse Bates is probably going to go soon. Maybe I could move Tuitt over to a defensive tackle if you want. Miles Jack is someone that will go here. Leonard.
I'm in between a few different players here. Definitely not going McCourty. I think that, considering where the guards are here, I don't feel like paying up for the premium.
Good. You don't need
here.
You don't need a guard here.
I'm more worried about the tackle positions. You can get guard play later in the draft.
And don't forget, you could move a guard to right tackle. It's Madden, so statistics matter. Maybe it wouldn't work in the NFL, but here on the show, it works.
Yeah, you could plug and play some holes there.
Yep.
Roll us down a little bit more.
Okay, for sure. I could go by position too if you need. Reader, you're kind of going down low. If you really want value, Leonard, Jack.
Yeah,
Bates,
I'm staring at the linebackers right now. Let's go with Darius
Leonard. For sure. And then, as you can see with Leonard, that's a scheme fit. But he's not only is he a little bit pass rusher, he's got a little bit of that, coverage tendency. It's a little bit low, but he could. He fills that need guy out there. So Leonard, he seems like he should be a Saint guy for sure. I always like that silver, just black and gold out there.
Oh, Darius Leonard's a beast, man. The splits, if you look at the Colts with him on and off the field, a massive difference maker for them.
Did he win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Oof. I have to go back and check it. I know he finished really close. He didn't take it home. He finished really close.
Right? I feel like he should have. Yeah, the dude, was he a mid-round pick too? Hey, shout out him. All right, so let's see here. We still got, like I said, AJ Brown's here, Jackson, Metcalf, Micah Hyde. I think he's a superstar, which, it's whatever to Madden. But you might be able to get a Ridley, a Metcalf, a Brown here next round, maybe even the 8th round if you want to get some weapons for Allen. But, you could always get a Robert Woods in the early 10s, maybe a Landry.
Let's pair him with an alpha here. Let's get him DK Metcalf.
Okay. So Antonio Brown. Oh, DK Metcalf.
Oh my gosh. Why is Antonio at 89?
Dude, he's the best.
2016,
ever,
2015,
right?
something like that?
Hey, shout out Marcus Whitman. All right, DK Metcalf, because not only with the 99 throw power of Josh Allen, you're pairing it with the 97 speed, the 3-cone, who cares, Metcalf.
Yep,
boom. Josh Allen, Metcalf.
I know Ian's going to be rolling over in his grave right now talking about how it should have gone A.J. Brown if he tunes into this stream, but I'm going to go DK Metcalf. Dude, the guy is
I think Ian went Allen with Tyreek, A.J. Brown, and I'm blanking on the third, but yeah. I feel you on that one, and he probably does too. So shout out Ian. All right, let's see. So 7th round, 7th pick. We're at 7-7 here. You got left tackle, receiver, cornerback, and then you kind of got one of each second like level of defense. You got a line, a linebacker, and a secondary.
Okay.
What are we going? We got Mosley here, Jackson. Fill that Marcus role there at free safety.
Where are
Who
we
else?
at on
James
D-line?
Bradbury.
Because I feel like there's probably been a massive cliff that I missed out on for pass rush.
Yeah, for sure. So, you'll see like age kind of fall back a little bit, because in a Madden draft, the 31 computer teams, they're not on a live show like right now, like you. So they're going to build that team kind of like some people might in a dynasty startup. So you might be able to find some age fall back like you will, but like a Marcus Davenport might go soon. Frank Clark might, just because they're a little bit younger, but like someone like Hakeem Hicks might be here now next round. It just kind of depends, I could go by age, like, AJ Epinesa, shout out to Bills.
Where are we sitting
Max
at
Crosby,
as far as
Raiders.
where are we at overall with the as
overall,
far as overall
okay.
players? Yeah.
Let's check it. So Geno Atkins. So someone like Mosley or Eddie Jackson might be going now because they're a little impactful positions. Sure, they got a little bit of age on them, but they're, a star. But Atkins is ending, 32. So he might be there now, might not. I don't know. No draft's the same, but like I kind of pick up on tendencies. So if you want a line, yeah, sure. Maybe like I don't know, it's your draft out here. We're just living in it and we're hoping the best out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of hope and
you just tell me what to do, man. Hey, that's the fun of this. Everyone builds their team. So what are we doing?
Where are we sitting at for pull up wide receivers? Because I'm kind of wondering here, do I pair Allen with another guy?
Hey, I mean, full circle out here.
Some freaking people.
Full circle. We got AJ Brown, Terry. Look at you. Might be seeing a Corey Davis like 10-11. Will Fuller probably is there too. I mean, Robbie Anderson probably is there mid 10s. I don't know how to say that. Like 13 to 15 round maybe. Higgins you might see at round 16. Claypool too. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Or just go out and get Josh Gordon. Revive his career.
No, not unless they've legalized everything and all things.
Facts.
Kick us back to overall. I want to see. I'm kind of curious where we're at for pass rush.
Pass rush. So Atkins. Let's see. Left end. Brandon Graham, Hakeem Hicks. I could move Hicks over to DT because just it's possible, but it's apparently a scheme fit for you. Carlos Dunlap. Shout out Seattle. Right end, we got Casey. You don't need a right end here. Just so you know. I mean, just a Atkins or Hicks might be the best value at line right now.
Yeah, I mean that's
middle linebacker. If you need, I mean, I know like, shout out Williams out there. Like Jackson might fill his role. I mean, how Lattimore, you got Howard, maybe like pair Lattimore with Williams, but pair Howard with Jackson. Landon Collins might be there in a couple of rounds. At least Peppers will be in the 9th.
Yeah,
like Jeremy Chin, like 13.
Antoine Winfield's down there. I'm not too worried about.
Yeah, you might see him go now or the 8th round. So you might as well take Jackson just for the more overall. But this is also your team. We're building young. I would gladly have you on. We call it the Reload the Wagon, and in Reload the Wagon, we import the 2021 draft class.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave for that name as well. Shout out Dave Kluge. Reload the Wagon. You could come back on for a 2021 draft class if that's your cup of tea. But regardless, here we are, 7th round. What are we doing? This is a big pick.
Yeah, it's a big pick. Pull up the overall team at the moment. Like, where do we stand? Because I know we got Allen. I know we got DK.
Oh, your team?
Mm-hmm.
Trent Williams, and then defense with Young, Howard, and Leonard, and then Allen pairing with Metcalf, and then you got Trent Williams protecting him.
All right.
No pressure.
No,
this is a big pick. Jackson, Brown,
Screw it. Let's outscore some
Bradbury.
people. Let's get fun here. Let's go AJ Brown. Screw it.
Let's go. Oh, dude, I felt that, and here it is. Imagine a real life roster of Metcalf, Brown, and Allen. I mean, I guess you got
35 a game,
Tannehill
right?
and Brown. I mean, let's hope. You know, I mean, you got two guys there.
I don't need a running back. I already got Josh Allen. I mean, he's going to be the best running back on the whole team, too. So,
hey, no running back. You could get. Yeah, I know what you mean. Let's go. All right, round 8 here. So, yeah, we still got a Fuller. We got McLaurin, Collins, Marcus May, Amos. We got D Ford. I mean, you could see these players. Matt Milano, a nice coverage guy there. Shout out the Bills.
You think Milano makes it to the 9th?
Good question. I mean, maybe because you kind of got it coming up here quick. Mm-hmm. I could see that happening. If you want to just check out safety, we still got Winfield there. Savage might be there around 9, round 10. Might be. But you talked about Winfield. We got Collins and Peppers here.
Where are we at for edge and corners? I guess just defense overall.
For sure. So, yeah, Brandon Graham's still here. Dunlap's pretty nice. If we look at age, we got an Epineza. Right end, yeah, Melvin Ingram, Davenport's still there. Clellan Ferrell. Like, regardless if he's making it or not in the NFL, he's a 77 overall right now. That is impactful just because of ratings. Fowler, Dante, shout out him. We could always move a left outside linebacker, like a JPP to left end. You could probably find him there mid-10s. Clowney, you might be able to get him now or next round. You can move him to right end type thing.
Where we at? Flip us to corner, because I'm kind of curious about who's left and where the cliff is.
Cornerback. Yeah, I think you could wait a couple rounds if you want, but if you want to get your guys, Fuller, Hayward for sure works. Age-wise, you missed out on Jalen Johnson because he's a star development, which means something here. You still need the safeties, so Winfield, a May, if you want a zone guy, if you want to pair him, Jabril, Collins.
Yeah, I mean, we could lock up the back end.
What are we thinking?
Let's go Thomas.
Earl Thomas. Hey, did he even play last year? Wait,
I don't know if he played last year.
Either. I just remember him throwing the bird out there.
I was actually surprised to see his name here.
Earl Thomas, maybe they're concerned about character issues, but regardless here, you're owning the locker room, and we're turning this team around for a Super Bowl. So, yeah, we still got Chris Harris, Kyle Fuller, Jarrell Casey. I mean, dude, Terry's still here. I mean, you see this value. Amos,
yeah, I'm
Marcus
actually going to go. Let's go Kyle Fuller.
Nice.
Lock up the other
shout out to the Bears for cutting him.
Oh, that was such a dumb move, man. He took away half the field for them last year.
Hey, they got Trufant, dude.
I mean, when you can, and he's out there, you got it, right? That's funny.
Geez. I'm excited to see what they do at pick 20. What do you think? Hey, all right. Well, now we're on the Bears. Shout out Kalugi. What do you think they're going to do there at pick 20 then? Are they going to trade up, try to get an offensive tackle or quarterback? Or are they going to take BPA? Or are they just going to mess it up per usual?
I think they're just going to probably mess it up per usual. But
facts. Not, hey, that's all. All that needs to be said.
In all likelihood, if they're smart, they'll probably just trade back. But I don't know anybody in that range that's going to be trading up. So they probably go tackle and address the line because it's a weird spot. Like, I don't think I've mocked a lot of wide receivers there. I don't think they go wide receiver. I really don't. I think it's probably going to be
A-Rob and Mooney are there.
So
it's got to be. I mean, they lost their tackles. Interior's not too bad. Shout out Mustafa. But with here, you only got one offensive line. Is this the time where you go and get that? Are we building up the edge rushes on defense? Do we get another weapon for Allen? Do we protect him? What are we thinking?
Where are we at?
Here's overall.
Yeah. Pull up how we stand for the Saints right now.
Okay, for sure.
Because
it's a nice little refresher. So these are your top players. You got a couple. You're only up to 7. You got 2 more. Metcalf and Fuller. Metcalf and Fuller on the bottom. So you got two cornerbacks and a safety with one rushing the quarterback, and then, well, I guess maybe two if you count Leonard here and there doing his thing. Yeah.
I think we've addressed a lot of defense. At least we
Go
can
on,
kinda,
Short. He's 31. Like, you might, I mean, if in theory, I guess in your head, you got him for at least 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he's retiring at 31.
Well, the other thing is you can kind of find some age to fill
you
out
can find some age
the interior,
sure.
The rest of the pass rush and stuff. I feel like we got enough youth there, but
shout out Corey Davis.
We're in a long tier of wide receivers here, but we paid up for that. So
you got two. It's kind of in this Tampa Bay offense. So I picked Tampa Bay offense for everyone, so it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And you sometimes find a good 3 wide receiver production with tight end here and there, at least. But normally it's kind of at least 2. I mean, you could think of Godwin, Evans. You get it. So you don't necessarily need to get a McLaurin here, even though it's pretty good value, because you could always hit solid value just to fill out this 1-year season type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about them, and we've already got 2 studs on the outside.
Exactly.
So if we wanted to roll, even at Tampa, if we went a little more tight end heavy, that's fine too. So
overall, like Short, Hayward, you already got 2 corners. You don't have a kind of complementary defensive line, so maybe a Short might be a nice pick, or like a Dunlap. Maybe like I don't even know. We only
got one person on the line, correct?
Exactly. You just have Chase Young so far.
Yeah, let's roll with Short here.
That's a good
somebody
pick.
else to the line here.
That's a good pick. A good run stopper there. Shout out to Purdue. Shout out Rondale Moore. How do you feel about Rondale Moore?
I like him. My comp for him is actually Brandon Cooks. So if he's up in here, I'd be going for him the Saints.
What about the 2 inches? How does that make you feel? 5'9" to 5'7"?
So I was asked this on a show yesterday night, and my response to that is when the guy can jump out of the gym, he's got a vertical leap that can put him in the same range as guys that are 3 to 4 inches taller than him. That I don't care because his catch point's probably the same exact height as somebody that's 5'11".
Yeah, so but what do they argue? What about like the fact in a natural situation the cornerback's just naturally bodied up on him and stuff, or whatever they say?
They got to catch him. That the other thing about that, you talk about press and you talk about footwork and stuff like that.
See,
you got to catch up to him. You got to be able to put your hands on him to press him. You got to be able to get on him to actually get on him. So I'm not worried about it. And
they're kind of high. They got to really get down low, center of gravity. You put a little move on him, shake and bake out there. Rondale Moore, wide receiver 1.
I like him.
What do you have?
He's not my wide receiver. No. You gotta get me prisoner of the moment on that one.
I tried. Hey, I tried.
No, I saw that. That was nice. I like that.
For sure. I mean,
where are we gonna sit here?
I don't even know anymore. Round 11 here. The draft is yours. Hayward, I mean, you already got your corners. I could move him to safety if you want. Melvin Ingram, I could move him to left end. You need a left end. You need a 4-3. You need a defensive tackle, another one. But like you said, an older guy, maybe a guy, Lawrence guy. You could find him late 10s, 18, 19.
Yeah, I mean him, or even Linval Joseph is in there.
I could move Vanoy over to left end. Shout out him. Shout out him and the Dolphins and the Patriots. What a thing. You need a middle linebacker, so maybe you address that this round, next round. Dante Hightower might be gone, but you got a Nick Kwiatkowski, you got a Blake Martinez, Jerome Baker, who you may see in a couple rounds. Clowney's still here. We could move him to left end. Gary, even Demario Davis, he's a Saints guy, isn't he?
He is. He's a damn good linebacker.
It's hilarious because he's not even a
32.
Yeah, he's up there, but 31. So maybe a couple months. 31.7.
Where are we at for needs for linebackers? We're in a 4-3.
4-3, a base 4-3, whatever that means.
We could go with another linebacker here.
Yeah, we got. You could might wait like a round for one of these.
I'm gonna wait for middle, but where do we stand for the outside positions.
KJ Wright, Demario Davis are probably best fitted. You don't want a Gary like a power rusher. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
zone tendencies. So a KJ Wright or Demario.
Let's go hometown guy. Let's go
Bring it
Demario.
home, Davis.
Let's keep it. Yeah.
There we go.
And the Big Easy.
That's right. Yeah, when I went there, that was the first time I had Crocodile, and that shit was so good. And Raisin Canes too, to be honest.
Yeah, Canes is awesome, man.
Dude, tell me about it. Do you miss what?
The chicken's not amazing. It's the damn sauce, man.
You said you used to live when? Like, what age did you move up on out of there?
I mean, I've only been in the DFW area for 5 years. So I grew up, lived in Louisiana. We lived in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans up until 5 years ago. So
do you know?
Definitely missed it around this time of year. Earlier in this year.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras and stuff like that.
I heard that shit turned into Yardi Gras. Like people just went there.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It definitely did. Sig was out there posting a bunch of good pictures of everybody's houses and stuff.
For sure. Dang! Shout out to Alligator, and shout out to Steven Johnson. He sent me a nice care package at like meat sticks. I tried alligator, ostrich, kangaroo. If anyone cares about meat sticks, shout out to John's Elgin Market. But here we are, round 12. We need a strong safety. Malcolm Jenkins, right? He's a Saints boy. Was at least one point, right? Poyer.
Yep, he is now.
He is now. Hey, my bad. Line. You don't got any other offensive line. If you want to fill bodies, see, like I said, Dwayne Brown, we got Humphreys, Miller. I can move them to left guard. It's your draft here. Incognito still here, but like I pointed out, he retired. Lindsley's there, Glasgow, and then Brian O'Neill. Shout out to Brian O'Neill and the Vikings. He's one of my favorite guys.
I kind of feel like we've already kind of missed the tier on a lot. Well, there's a whole lot of guys there as far as addressing the offensive line.
You'll see them kind of go here and there, but you could always settle for like a Beecham. It's not pretty, but it does the job.
Where we at as far as right tackle, or at least the rest of? Just pull up. I guess over offensive line overall.
I can't go by that. I could just go by positions. But Brian O'Neill, cool. He's 24-year-old. Glasgow, he might be 28. Lindsley's 28, 29. He's 84. You got some bodies here. Left tackle, Humphreys and Miller, 24, 25. I can move them to guard. Like, again, Connor Williams, shout out to Cowboys. He's like 23. Yeah, 23, but he's a body.
Yeah. Where we at overall, just like from as far as the overall player pool?
Brady's still here. That's pretty solid.
Brady's still there. That's crazy.
But he's going to retire after this year, and you're building for the reload wagon 7 years from now. Chris Harris, I mean, you got three. I could change one to safety if you want. You got the slot corner to still worry about too.
There's a lot of different ways you can go. I mean, defense is pretty well filled out. I mean, we got two backers. We got
if you could see there next to our faces, it shows you what you have available. And then here's your offense, just so you know. I've been flipping two receivers and a left tackle and a cornerback or quarterback. And then here you've got your defense pretty going. Here we are, round 12, 39 minutes.
I think
people are near finishing at this point, but the vibes and the conversations are great here. There's too much Rondale Moore, wide receiver one talk, and all that stuff. we kind of got to get a little up kick if you want to hit that hour, but we might breach over that. But
I mean, it's all good, man.
It's all good out here because we're vibing. That's right. Do we take Brady, trade Josh Allen? No.
That's some wildness right there. Let's actually just go with let's address the line here.
Offensive line, okay. Brian O'Neill, or one of these. You could go back to back here with like one of these guys and Brian O'Neill, and then move them to guard. Lindsley might be there 14th, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a few different good centers there. Let's go O'Neal, address the
Yes.
tackle spot.
There we go. That's a good pick. He's an 80 right tackle. If you move him to right guard, he's an 81.
Okay.
But here we are. You might want to consider going another left tackle like a Colton Miller or Humphreys. Yeah, we can move him to left guard. He's a pass.
Let's do that.
Yeah, Miller doesn't have much running back, but if you're just a straight pass team like Tampa Bay.
Oh, we're going to be Tollison, man. I need somebody that can pass protect.
But Humphreys also can too, with a little bit of that run blocking. He's more balanced. You see all green, and then Miller. He's got some of that orange. You don't want to see that.
Let's go DJ Humphreys.
Yeah, we'll move him to left guard. I think he might have been guard, and then Cardinals switched him over to tackle, I think. But he had a nice breakout year here for them. He got his contract too, just like Miller. So let's see, round 14 here. We got that offensive line coming. No tight ends, but we got Troutman, we got Mo Alley Cox. Shout out to Jeff Bell. What are we thinking here?
Full. For this
Antonio Brown.
Lord.
No,
it's just like if it wasn't the Tampa thing, like would he be still sitting that high at 89?
Hey, I mean, you have Tampa, you got Brady around all of a sudden.
Good here. Lord, man.
He's just misunderstood.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. So we got both tackle positions. We could kick, or how many offensive linemen do we have right now? 3?
You got 3, because don't forget you got Trent Williams, and then I'll move Humphreys to left guard. So we're looking for center and right guard. We still got Lindsley here. That's kind of nice. He's 29. Go Lindsley. Shout out to the Chargers. Shout out to Herbert. Yo, speaking of protecting the quarterback, what are the Bengals going to do there at pick 5?
If they don't take Sewell, then Joe Burrow is going to get beat to hell and back. It's ridiculous that they pass him. Shout
out to Taylor Cornell, buddy there in the chaos. He's kind of saying Chase, Would you hate it?
I get it, but the other part about that is you can address wide receiver in the second round. You can find guys, and it's not like they got schmoes. Like T. Higgins can be a number 1. So, yeah.
For sure.
I say you protect him.
Bring it back to Ian. Shout out to Auden Tate as well. Okay, but here we are.
Oh, gosh.
Yikes. Okay, we got 4 out of 5. You can find a body later, a tight end if you want. We got Troutman. We still got Mo Alley Cox here. You still need that middle linebacker that kind of been a little bit elusive from. Yeah, we're getting low here. Blake Martinez. Shout out to the Giants. I was
eyeballing Blake Martinez. But I think because
Nick?
Yeah, let's go Nick.
Damn right, because he's better. I mean, I don't know. He's 1 overall better according to Marcus Whitman. Nick Witakowski.
His coverage grades should be pretty damn high.
Yeah, 73 and 64, and I already hit accept, so it's yours. My bad. Hunter Renfrow just went. Do we want to get a slot guy? Are you going to put AJ Brown in the slot? So in a Madden simulation, I've learned it seems probabilities on the side that the slot receiver will get the most targets.
Okay.
Do you want AJ Brown to be that guy? But we got Emmanuel Sanders. We got Antonio Brown is still here.
Let's just take Antonio.
Because you could put him on the outside with AJB there in the middle.
Outside. We could roll all 3 of the guys in different spots.
And shout out to Central Michigan. Shout out to his 6th round pick. And shout out to that rap.
I mean, if we're talking about getting crazy, we need to go Antonio.
Crazy. That's a good metaphor. And we need the chaos as always. And Brady is still here. This might be the latest I've seen him go.
That's crazy, man.
Insane. You need a running back. You got Gibson here. I know that for a fact. James RB1, maybe, if that's your cup of tea.
Oh my gosh, Antonio Gibson's still there?
That's facts. You might see him there in the 18th and 19th. And by might, I mean you will. Let's see. You still need a left end, and you still need 1 more defensive tackle. You also need a strong safety, and don't forget we can convert a Jimmy Smith. Joe Hayden is an LTW, Load the Wagon staple. He's a legend. Every Super Bowl team has Joe Hayden, but we got Kareem Jackson here still. Vaccaro was on the Saints before, wasn't he?
He was.
Where did he go?
Last I saw Titans.
Yeah,
he went somewhere after that.
bullshit. Yeah.
Um,
We got Trubisky. Shout out the Bills. We got Lindsey. Shout out to the Texans and the 3 running backs that they signed.
Good Lord.
Shout out that, I guess.
Let's go Kareem Jackson here.
Kareem Jackson. Okay. And you're filling that need, a strong safety, and he's an 83 overall. We're going for that first Super Bowl title. Take Brady and trade him. That's a good idea, but I have no idea what's going to happen with that. All right, let's at least get through a couple picks here, and then we'll simulate. It looks like your team's rounded out. You're looking for one more lineman that is offensive and a tight end and a running back. Okay. You also need maybe a defensive lineman or 2. So let's get like 4 or 5 picks here, and we'll see what's good with it. We'll simulate the season and see how you do.
Yeah, let's go for Antonio Gibson here.
Nice. Hey, what is with that Twitter nonsense people or whoever's saying it that the Redskins at 19 are taking a running back?
Washington footballs are not going to take a running back.
Football.
Football. They're not going to go with a running back. It's not happening. I don't see that.
That's insane.
It's absolute insanity. Shout out to Peter Schrager.
And and shout out to JD McKissick if he's still there. All right. So we got Gibson. We're looking for an offensive lineman. You got your running back, a tight end.
We need right guard, tight end.
And yeah, I could take a center. Who do we got? Ben Jones might be here. Ben Jones, Nick Martin, a Pouncey Bro is here.
So we could put kick Lindsley over.
I could put Lindsley over there. Yeah, for sure. We got Justin Pugh. We got Ben Jones. We could keep Ben Jones there. Put Jones over. Nick Martin. I mean, Notre Dame's the offensive line factory, I guess. It's your draft here.
Yeah, let's go Jones and we can kick Lindsley.
For sure. All right. So your offensive line set. You're missing a tight end and a piece or 2 on the defensive line.
Okay.
And then you pretty much got a nice rounded team. Then we'll see how it goes.
I'll be the first guy to get under 500.
You're the second. Don't forget, you won't be the first, so don't hate yourself too bad if that happens.
It is what it is.
Hey, life. Max Williams, it's a blocking guy. Jimmy Graham, bring him back.
Yeah, let's just go red zone guy, man. Like, who's there up there at the top?
Cook. Talk about bring him back. Let's go.
We're tossing, man. Jared Cook.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
we're throwing.
One of the better 40 times for a tight end. I mean, he's over there in the Chargers now. Hey, how do you feel about him versus Parham?
Oh, gosh. Probably the answer is neither.
Dang. Dude, I love Parham, man. I mean, that's probably facts, though.
Parham's good, but I mean, like, the truth or status is real for people. I've got truth or status, but it's not for Parham. My truth or status lies with Josh Oliver.
Oh, dang, the Ravens. Maybe he'll see something.
It hurt me so much. I wish he was going to stay with the Jaguars.
Dang.
All right, what do we got left to fill out here?
Left end, another defensive tackle. I can move Tyson Alualau over to defensive tackle. He'll go from an 80 to an 83.
Yeah,
you still need a left end, too. You need that run stopper that Tyson Alualau can fill at right end. You know, we got Houston.
Wow. Houston's
veteran guy is still here. So you got bodies. Let's fill out this team and see how good it goes. What are we doing?
Let's go Alualai, and then we'll see where we're at after that.
Shout out to Tyson. Again, we can flip the defensive tackle if he wants, but that's that guy there for you. And speaking of guy, L'Jarius Sneed just went. Shout out to him. I mean, you need a kicker if that's your thing.
No, it's not my thing.
Hey, but got fishbowl kickers, we could flex them.
Ooh, that flex.
Hey, how about Linda? What are we going?
Let's go.
Left end, we got Trent Murphy there. Shout out the Bills, I think. Houston, Curry. I'm just reading names at this point.
Yeah, no. Let's go Houston. Let's address the old man edge.
So
the old man pass rush.
I could move Houston to left end for you, and then Alualau to defensive tackle, and that's your 4 defensive linemen.
Let's go with that.
Okay. Do you want to make any other picks? I mean, I know you said you're comfortable going over, so here we are. We still got some bodies if you want to fill. If not, what's good? We got your 5 linemen, 3 receivers, a tight end, running back, quarterback. You got
We got defense all filled
defense. You got 2 corners. You could use a couple more just for depth. we got Rhodes, Smith, Hayden, Jenkins, Butler, Norman.
Yeah,
If you want to get stiff armed by Henry.
let's fill out one more corner and then see where we sit. Let's get some versatility. Let's go Jimmy Smith.
No. Jimmy
No?
Smith. No, it's your team, man. Hayden's just that LT dub. I mean, no Super Bowl winning team has yet to not. That's a confusing sentence. A team that's won the Super Bowl has never not had Joe Hayden. You get the point I'm trying to make. Jesus. All right.
We got. What was that? A triple negative?
I don't even know. I told you I wasn't good at math, man. Full circle with the math.
Funny.
We still got Hayden and Rhodes, McClendon, Mike Davis. Do you want any other?
All right. Pick up Hayden.
Thank you. Let's go. Super Bowl bound.
I don't want to break the curse. This team's probably already cursed. So let's go with it.
Good. Everyone looks good in the Saints, black and gold.
Of course, it's beautiful.
That's right. And shout out to the hand grenades or something else.
Oh, those will they put a hurting on me.
And the slushies, dude. I was hey, I don't recommend going to New Orleans, but if you do, I recommend it. All right, 25th round. We need anything else? You want veteran leadership? We got Djax, Larry Fitz, backup tight ends. We got Walker. We got dude. Graham still here.
Did we do slot wide receiver? Or no, we got Antonio for that.
You got here's your receivers. We could put Brown there or Brown. We got AJ there or Antonio. I mean, statistically, they both fill the role, but again, slot receivers will see your most targets. So what better than AJ Brown?
Yeah.
I mean, probably, I don't know, to be honest, but we got just Cook. Do you want a second? We got Walker, Lewis, Olsen, Graham, Eifert.
Yeah.
It's your team. We're living it.
Yeah, let's get us a blocking guy. Mercedes
Lewis. Shout out to the Packers.
Yep.
Veteran leadership. I mean, locker room matters. It doesn't matter in Madden simulation, but it matters at heart.
And then I think we're good. We could probably sim this thing, right?
So let's simulate it to here, and then we'll fill the time here with the questions here. So we're going to kind of go a little bit crazy here. So I noticed something that you received from your wife. The whiskey, right? With the dead.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. So Marvel versus DC, huh? Marvel?
I mean, it's Marvel. Yeah, it's easily Marvel.
Give it away.
Yeah. And it's not that I don't like DC. It's I prefer the characters in Marvel. I think the movies, you can't even make a competition for DC. I mean, I'm sorry. When we're putting we're putting Ben Affleck as Batman. You know something has gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Dang. So shots fired. So what was the what was in the bottle? Like, how did that come about? Like, that's pretty neat gift and thoughtful. Then.
Yeah. I mean, look, two things kind of help me levitate through NFL season. One of those things is whiskey. The other thing is sour candy. So it's basically how I make it through every NFL season. The combination of the two. So yeah, it was a great anniversary present, man.
Congrats.
She was just looking for something else to accent the back. I mean, obviously it's actually right here. So nice. Fantastic present. I was astonished whenever I opened that.
Hey, you got Thad Moss. And shout out about accenting, because something you said, you have Saints memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
And Steffi told me that Eagles was your favorite team.
Steph and I are gonna have to talk in Slack tonight. That's probably gonna have to happen.
But what was within the what in that bottle? A great gift. What is it like? Woodford or Elijah Craig? Like what was it put in there?
So if I'm going cheap,
fill it up. That's right.
It actually holds 1/5.
1/5.
So I'll bounce between a few different honey whiskeys if I'm going cheap. If I'm going to go a little more expensive, Angel's Envy is very good. As well as, I mean, Woodford's okay. I mean, I usually will stick between Angel's Envy, Eagle Rare, or there's actually a new one that I started trying. It's called Bowman Brothers. Extremely good or extremely smooth. Shout
out to that, because I know this is a very heavy subject for people within the whiskey world. I always thought Woodford would be a one up there at people's favorites, but you seem to be hating on Woodford.
No, I don't hate it. It's just not one of mine.
Honey.
Yeah, I usually just go, look, I mean, considering the amount of consumption, I usually stick more towards the cheaper ones.
Okay.
But I mean, the other part about that in the throes of Texas, it's extremely hard to find some of them. I mean, basically people will show up at liquor stores and they're sold out within an hour. Some brands like some of the higher end Woodfords will be gone within an hour. So you're almost kind of like conditioned a little bit to like the cheap stuff. So
for sure,
fine by me.
And here we are. So you spoke about candy, sour candy. Then, so what is your favorite candy?
Sour Patch. Like the super sour ones. They hit hard. If it's Easter time. Shout out to Adam Pfeiffer, my co-host, who was wronged in some life by jelly beans, but Starburst sour jelly beans are the absolute 101 of Easter candies. So yeah, those are absolutely, like, I will actually like stock up on those, and whether it's to my detriment and maybe going to kill me one of these years, I'll eat Starburst sour jelly beans a few weeks or months.
Yeah, I mean, who needs dinner? Who needs that when you got Starburst sour jelly beans? And I got a question for you. Do you fuck with like candy being put into the freezer? Like, one of my favorite candies is Sour Patches in the freezer. Reese's peanut butter cups in the freezer.
So I've never actually tried the Sour Patches, but every type of chocolate has to go in the freezer.
Yes.
Has to. Because it's the only way you can actually eat it and not half of it end up on your freaking hands. You know? So I love white chocolate Reese's, whether it's like the eggs or we're going with cups. Those hit hard.
Absolutely. Well, dude, just throw a cup, like throw one or two there in the freezer, like a Sour Patch, and just let me know how you feel, because I love that.
That's really interesting. I'm absolutely going to do that.
My favorite though is the watermelons, not necessarily the Sour Patch, like, you know, red, yellow, blah, 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 but like the watermelons. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man. Like some of the gas stations you could find where they have like the single, just the single colors or something like that. Like you can get a whole bag of reds.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Sock them bad boys in the freezer and thank me later. One last thing about your favorite candle. Oh, dude, you didn't get a kicker.
Whoops.
Or punter. But like, how did Madden not get that? Okay, but favorite candle scent. Recently you had something about a candle scent. What is your favorite candle? You talk about getting the room together.
I've gotten obsessed with candles. Now working from home in the fantasy space. It's just something that I've gravitated to with my office. My favorite is Woodwick actually has a humidor scented candle. So
what does that mean?
It's really smooth. It's kind of like slightly tobacco-ish. I'd have to pull up the absolute description, but it's just fantastic. That's all we need to cover here. It's Woodwicks so awesome. Great.
I like that crackle, you know?
Same.
Yeah.
Ew, yeah, we were about to record a podcast earlier today, and Adam was like, are you making tea or something? And I was like, that's the most random question ever. No, I'm not making tea. What are you talking about? He's like, I hear something. And I was like, oh shit, the candle's so light. Shout out okay, well, there you go. So I was like, well, there's the bubbling. So.
For sure. Okay, so let me be a little more draft specific here about 2021. When you look at the whole draft as a whole, what is your favorite positional group?
Out of this class,
class. I gotta get you
the wide receiver group. Probably the wide receivers. Group.
I mean, it's pretty slot heavy. Who's maybe like an unknown guy? Jalen Darden, Austin Watkins. Who was one of your favorite? Like, speaking from a dynasty rookie draft, like a 3rd, 4th, 5th round target. You know, a dart throw, if you will.
If you're gonna go, if we're talking about late targets, then I'm actually gonna have to change my answer here. I'm gonna kick this back to tight ends.
On the spot. Tight end.
I actually just got through. Yeah, Hunter Long and Brevin Jordan are two guys that I think that I could actualize some ceilings. Just got done going through the tight end position, so all of those episodes are live and stuff like that. But watching Brevin Jordan, man, I actually really, really like his game. I don't think that he gets near enough credence as a blocker. So
okay, nice.
A lot of people look at him as just, receiver and receiving option first and foremost, and I actually think that he's more well-rounded than he gets credit for.
All right. Well, speaking of him, then, what is a landing spot? Does he go to the Ravens because you take a year or two to develop, and then when Andrews needs a contract, he goes, Jordan steps in? What's a good spot for him then?
So Brevin, it's one of a few different places. I mean, like, I could see him. I actually like the Chargers a ton. I think they could take him.
Hey,
Jared
come on.
Cook's on a 1-year
Come
deal.
on.
I'm sorry. I know I'm stomping on Parham again. My bad, all Parham truthers. Chargers make a lot of sense. Another place that, like, it doesn't have to be sexy, but he could easily walk into a lot of targets.
Where?
He could go
Bengals.
Texans.
Okay. For sure.
Somebody could land, and we talked about this with Hunter Long. Like, one of those tight ends could land there and be... What does it have to take? Brandon Cooks gets hurt?
No.
And then one of the tight ends walks into 80 or 90 targets in the first year?
What about Waring? I've been waiting on him for 3 years.
I mean, well, you're probably going to be waiting for longer. What about Waring?
I know exactly. Let me live my hopes up like Parham.
I mean, look, if Waring hits, then I mean you're basically in the same bucket as me. Waring hits, I'm waiting for Josh Oliver to hit. They both hit. We need to get back on stream and have a party, man.
There we go. All right. Well, if it ever happens, let's do it. Okay. All right. Hold on. Before we get any more questions here, let's make a big decision here. Let's set your season goal. 4 wins, 7 wins. Do you want to make the playoffs or make it to the Super Bowl? D-Bro with the New Orleans Saints. Josh Allen-led team.
We're
and
going for it all.
Super Bowl?
You play to win. Yes, you play to win the
Super
game.
Bowl. There we go. Okay. So after cutting you off then about the late round sleepers, what about at wide receiver there? Is there any favorite late round targets there, specifically at receiver?
There's a few guys. If you want to go towards more of analytics and the guys that check a bunch of different boxes from yards per route run and things like that.
Getting fancy?
Yeah. I mean, Seth Williams makes some sense there. If we're going to go even later, we're talking about just extreme physical upside. Jacob Harris makes some sense.
Okay.
Although, I mean, that dude's just a physical freak.
Physical.
So Jacob Harris makes some sense.
Nico Collins, is that your cup of tea?
Nico's okay. I mean, I kind of put him in the same bucket. I put him in the same bucket as Seth Williams, and I like Seth Williams. Anthony Schwartz, if you want to go there. Speed, could we see him walk into some decent seasons in the future?
We're taking Tutu at 149.
No, I'm not taking Tutu. I'm telling Tutu to go sit there and eat some hamburgers, man.
Bye. All right. Well,
no.
All right. Well, here we are. Hey, we'll see like to mid-season, then we'll see how you're doing at mid-season.
Oh Lord.
You got a trade. Do you want to trade?
I mean, what's the offer? What we got here?
I don't know. It's up to you, man. Do you want to fill a hole? Do you want to go get a dominant?
Oh, I thought you said we had something on the table here.
Oh, my bad. I mean, maybe I could make one up, but do you want to go get one? Do you want to dominate? What do we need? You got a good line. Do you want a dominant pass rusher on the end? You got Young. I mean, that's great, but you do get one. Do you want to get a better? I mean, you got a great team, dude. I mean, it looks statistically fine. An edge rusher or a tight end might behoove you. I don't know, bro. I mean, up to you here.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, that's right. No need to.
I'm going to stick with it. We drafted the squad. Let's give them a year.
Let's go. All right, let's simulate the midseason to see how you are doing. A prediction: it's about 7 or 8 games. What do you think?
At the midseason point?
Yep.
Are we going... I didn't even ask this. Are we at 17, 18 games? How many games we got here?
Oh, 16. Shout out to Man 22. When I bring it back there, we'll get that 17game season. But right now, it's just the 16 game.
I was like, am I picking 8 games or picking 9 games here? I don't know. I think we'll probably be sitting at... I'm going to go conservative a little bit. Let's go 5-3.
5-3, but it looks like 4-3. We got the Falcons and Panthers both at 5-3, and the Bucks at 2-6. A pretty competitive division here.
Okay.
So you had the bye week. They haven't. I mean, Josh Allen, you're 6th in the NFL in touchdowns.
Okay.
We got Gibson, who's not really doing much. 4th in touchdowns, 12th in yards. AJ Brown, 9th in receiving yards. So here overall, 16-4. That's not too bad for Allen. Rushing yards. You got Frank Gore. He's out there balling. He's not going
the ageless one.
And shut up.
Sneak in the building.
Hey, yes, Cook is balling. Metcalf is balling. We got to have a big second half surge here. 4-3. Kwiatkowski. Not many turnovers, dude. Quitakowski.
Wow.
Yeah. Your defense
Should have gone more pass rush. Yeah.
Shout out to Houston. He's got 6 though. Chase Young,
Okay.
2.5. Oh no.
Oh man, that's kind of surprising.
Oh no.
That yeah. Oh well.
Rookie
I mean,
keeper.
that's rough.
He's gotta step up here for you. And we'll see what happens. We'll simulate it here to the playoffs and see how your team does.
Chase Young let me down, man. Invested in the young stud.
Don't forget, 2.5. Let's remember that. 2.5 sacks.
Yep.
Dang. All right, let's simulate here to the playoffs and see what happens. A pretty tight division here.
Let's go.
Oh no. All right, and before that, so I need to ask, just because this has been a big topic, how sad are you going to be if Mac Jones is selected at 3rd overall? I need to know, just because I personally need to hear it.
I'll post some kind of video. It'll be something. I'll have a reaction.
I need to know.
I'll own it, man.
You're in the wild card.
Hey.
Oh wait, you can't see. I can see. Dang. Okay, you're in the wild card. Okay, Mac Jones, pick 3. My bad. I'm just gonna.
No, you're good. You're good, man. No, the Mac Jones things, I'll own it, man. I will definitely be sad because look, at the end of the day, it's the 49ers' loss if they don't take Justin Fields.
Dude, tell me about it. That's crazy. The Jets are actually going to take Wilson.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy too.
Chipotle. Hey, are you a Chipotle guy? Like Chipotle?
I'll eat it. I'm not a massive Chipotle guy. Like I actually won't give Zach Wilson as much crap about the order, man. I kind of saw it and I was like, all right, I can get down with that.
It seemed like it could have been lacking a little bit.
It was a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't terrible.
No, yeah, I
wouldn't hate on it.
Rice, beans, and a meat. Like, what more do you need, I guess?
I put it this way. I would rather hate on Zach Wilson for looking like the clone of Jimmy Clausen over hating on his Chipotle choices.
Okay. That's which is worse, Chipotle or the Jimmy? All right, for sure. All right. So here we are, kicking it back though, dude. Look at that. You're in the wild card, 10-6.
Wow. Is that? We have 3 teams, 10-6.
10-6, and you stuck in there the wild card. That means you beat a team, dude. Allen 4th in touchdowns. Let's go. Here's your final stats. 36-9. That's pretty solid. You want out of there for Allen.
Not bad.
Rushing. Gibson broke 1,000. You love to see it. Mercedes Lewis, you hit 3 touches. All right. Dude, Brown dominated. 13 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, dude. Metcalf was out there. AB got 6 tutties, and Lewis got 3. Gore got 2. Barber. And shout out Thad Moss and the Bengals, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. 2.5.
Where do we end up with sacks? Oh, come on, Chase.
6. That's kind of a rough first season, dude.
That's bad, man. Short and Houston are on top of you, man. That's a little bit disappointing.
That's veteran leadership there. You know they're mentoring Chase at least.
That is kind of rough. Looks like a lot of from the box scores. It looks like Chase Young got doubled a whole lot. The old man.
I'm sure he made a more impact that way, like Donald does and stuff. Okay, for sure. That dude, nice. That's facts. We'll get PFF on the line here. Okay, yeah, dude. Solid. We're here in the wild card. That's good. 10-6. That's a great season. You didn't go under 500. Congratulations for making this far. I appreciate your time. Here we poetic enough. We're going up against the Giants, the 11-5 Giants versus the
11. Well, now you know this is not real. The 11-5 Giants. Wow.
Shout out, Steffi. Here we go. 10-6, 11-5. You're playing at MetLife Stadium.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go, Allen. Tossing in the wind. Let's go.
Oh, and with that, though, you did end up losing to Steph. 24-10. What wild card?
You know it's rough. It's rough out here in these streets whenever the Giants take you out, man.
But it is what it is out here on Load the Wagon. Regardless, making a playoff appearance is great. Derek Debro, thank you so much for taking on and coming on here and blessing us with your time. I appreciate it. The field is yours here. Let everyone know what is good, what's going on in the life.
You follow me on Twitter at Debro_FFB. Got the podcast rocking 4 to 5 episodes a week with Adam Pfeiffer over at Fade the Chalk. All my content can be found over FTN, so FTNFantasy.com, FTN Daily, and FTNBets.com. Yeah, man. I mean, look, we're all out here just waiting. We're all clenched and tense,
Yep.
waiting for the freaking NFL draft,
Next
man. We
Thursday.
got 1 week away, and it's going to be lit, dude. So we got some things coming down the pipe. Check FTN, follow all those handles for some announcements and stuff, and things we're going to be doing possibly for the draft.
Right on. There, you heard it here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. Have a good night, good evening, good morning, whenever it is. And everyone, take care. Have a good one.